You're listening to one of the best internet radio stations around. You're listening to
Look on FM.
Bonani Apsheni Molweni. I hope ni good emakaya. Welcome to the Real Deal Show with Theo D. You know. Xa ufuna ukwazi izinto zamanyanyani, this is the right show for you. Jonga uyayazi masifumaneke pha ku YouTube. Ungalibali if ufuna ukuhlala updated that you like. You comment, because your comment nje it means a lot to us. And then you tap kwi-notification button yenzela uba next time xa kukho into uzoyazi uba nantsi ke ikhona into ezayo. Jonga ke bantase, so yesterday when I knocked off ndiyehla eteksini, there is this friend of mine uyandibuza uba uphi undawoni, ndithi kuye no ndiseseteksini but I'm heading to a stop sign ndiyehla anytime soon. Uthi kum okay ayinza kumela phaa chomi. Okay fine, I was like uzondimela yintoni, kutheni namhlanje ufuna undimela lo mntu, understand, but it's fine. Wandimela nyhani ithe xa ndiphume eteksini ngoba ndingajonganga ndingahoyanga around me, ndihoye uba I want to close the door, right? So ndivala umnyango weteksi, umntana sekhaya omncinci uthatha ihandbag yam bandikalela ngamanzi. And I was so furious. Benqumbe nyani. Did you, why would you do that? Hayibo, si welcome spring. Don. And mina benilibele nolibala uba yabo, si spring. Okay, guys, so hence it's spring. And everybody is talking about E4. September. I don't know what's happening for September, but again, I'm curious because now I'll be indoors. I don't have plans, but everybody is speaking about E4 September. So if you've got plans, Jonga, don't hesitate. Share nam. Xelele uba uzobusenza ndoni kule weekend nini nobani njani. Jongani ke siyabuya. Be right back.
You're listening to one of the best internet radio stations around. You're listening to
Look on FM.
Welcome back to the Real Deal on Ilog on FM. Okay, naba bantu ba communicator nam. Yabona ke nina ke ndiyanithanda. Nangu asive uthi Theo D, we're having a braai on the 4th of September. Okay, but ni enjoy. Okay, ke nangu nomnye uthi yena ukarabo, no man, I just don't feel this whole spring thing. Hayibo njani wonke umuntu excited kangaka about this whole spring fever, you know? Okay ke masiqhubeke sibone babathina abanye, thethani nam guys, I've got your back. Just talk to me. Oh nanku Nicole uthi they are planning on having a road trip. Okay, khona ama-road trips kuyo yonke lento ininzi masilento. Hey, this is something serious. Bengayiqondi mina uba hayi izawuthi ifike kuloo point kwi-road trips. Okay, nanku omnye uthi usisipho Theo D, thina sobe senza ibash estradweni sethu bavala istrato, a whole bash. Hayi man, I'm thinking of changing my plans now that people will be having bash, abantu bazobe besiya kwi-road trips, and here I am ndifuna uhlala indoors. No, I think it's not gonna work for me. I'm changing. Andisahlala endlini, nam ndiyahamba ndizobona uba ndiyaphi, or at least noba ndiye estratweni zabe ndenze something nam akufane. So my beautiful listeners ke, niyayazi masapha kwi-Real Deal sidila ngezinto ezi-real, izinto zamanyanyani. So andihambi ndedwa. I've got this beautiful lady ohleli nam apha, Madam Speaker, uMahu, because I can't pronounce her name properly. Hey, linzimele igama. So ndiyalishortenisha ndithi Mahu ke. So ke, let's welcome uMahu apha kule Real Deal show. Mahu, welcome to the Real Deal.
Hello, Theo.
How are you?
I'm fine. I am fine.
Are you relaxed?
I'm chilled.
Are you not
relaxed.
nervous?
No, I'm
you
not.
just settled.
I'm settled.
No, I can see. I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, Mahu, I'm also perfectly fine.
Okay, it's
I'm
good
fine.
to hear that.
So Mahu, I want you to tell us who is Mahu.
I call myself a teenage mom.
A teenage mom.
Yeah, because my firstborn is 17 years old. So you can imagine how old I was when he was born. And secondborn, I have two handsome boys who loves mommy. Very handsome. Who have turned out to be friends, who have turned out to be everything that a person you can think white needs. So they are mommy's best friend, they are mommy's security guards, mommy's.
Okay.
Yeah, I get a lot of I love yous from the secondborn, and I get a lot of rebukes from the firstborn.
From the firstborn.
Yeah. So I'm a motivational speaker, and I'm also a businesswoman, and I'm a founder of Single Moms with Purpose, which is an NGO that will be catering for single moms,
Okay.
and that will also expand to cater for single dads.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now that's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's something.
You know what, ne? We are if we are trying to build or heal the nation, at some point we must come to try to find balance, because as much as there are single moms who are taking it all alone to raise the children, there's also single fathers who
Yes,
are
and they
doing the
never
same.
recognized.
They
I
are
don't know
never.
why.
Yeah.
We never talk about them.
Nah.
It's the same thing as GPV, you know. We all so much focused on women, you know.
yeah.
Akekho umntu otshoyo uba namadoda yahlukumezeka, you know. So it's something. It's very interesting. It's
So,
interesting.
so since I start, I've been getting a lot of messages from single fathers who are not really complaining, but raising their point to say, as much as you cannot do it one-sided, it has to be both. So I believe that at some point when the single moms has it's standing and it has run for a while, I believe that I will bring on single fathers,
Okay.
given that they are willing to come to the party, because the truth must be told. It's difficult for men to talk, for men to be in such things. It's even if you can,
it's difficult for them to open up.
to open up.
Yeah.
But then after talking to few, I realized that they are really, really willing to come and say, we also need help, we also need support, we also need a community of our own. And already I have an idea of having a single parenting outing.
Wow.
Yeah, where single moms and single dads will go together, maybe to a picnic, but something that will bring us together and just talk.
Yeah,
and
where they
share.
can engage.
Yes. Baba.
Okay,
So,
no
yeah.
man. You know, I love it.
I love it too.
I love it. I love
too.
it. It's quite something. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. So Mahu,
Yes.
you counted quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
You're a founder of Single Moms
Yes.
for Purpose.
With purpose. Yeah.
With Purpose. It's collection this side, and then it's the perfume
Yeah.
this side. Ngapha, you're a motivational speaker.
Yes.
Nje, you something huge. Inkulu le nto uyenzayo mntasekhaya.
Thank you.
So today, I want us specifically to focus on the motivational side,
Okay.
because people are going through a lot.
Yo.
Abantu, they are hurt out there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you stated that healing and self-esteem, I want us to dwell on that,
Yeah,
you know.
okay.
As a motivational speaker, Mahu, I want you to explain to us, how does one know that he's now hurting?
You know, all of us, we have a desire to have certain things in life, or we desire to live a certain path. But then when you grow up, some of us, you'll see that our parents broke up. We come from broken families. And when you grow up, you realize that other children have both parents. Or when you are busy playing, you learn that other children or other families have a lot of things that you don't have.
Don't have,
So
yes.
we are broken differently as people. And what can break me may build you.
Okay.
So one has to identify who they are and what are the things that they are sensitive to. There's a lot of people who I'm not sure if you know this about me. I'm a rape victim, and should now we come across a topic talking about rape, I don't get hurt anymore. I don't get emotional anymore because I have dealt with that. But then I've come across women who are still dealing with the issue, who are still hurt, who don't even know how to go about healing from that. So you know that you are hurt when you cannot move from a place of always remembering or being emotional or being hurt over what happened to you.
Okay.
Let's talk about unemployment. If every day of your life you find yourself not at peace with the fact that you are not employed.
Yes.
You come across, you find yourself having negative thoughts, you find yourself having anger, and you find yourself being jealous of other people who are working. Then you know that this particular situation is the cause of my pain, is the cause of my hurt. Let's talk about not being married. There are people who dearly, desperately want to be married.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
The minute you feel like, I so wish, and you become so emotional around it, you become uncomfortable sitting around married people, then you know that this situation is the cause of my pain. So you know that you are hurt the minute you realize, I'm not happy, and you find, why am I not happy? Yeah.
Okay, so you have to have the why question,
Yes, yes,
in
yeah.
order for you to know
That I
Hore,
am hurting.
man,
Yeah.
I'm hurting.
I am
Something
hurting.
I right now.
Yes.
What's going on? Okay,
Yeah.
Mahu, that was something. I feel you.
Okay.
I feel you. I don't know about you, but people are just, they are going through a lot.
Especially now, there's a lot. I've, as much as I think the 2020 and 2021 year has exposed us to the real life. We never thought people are so broken. We never thought that staying at home with your whole family is going to make other people lose their minds.
Oh my goodness.
But because it was like, we tend to be so busy and not to be aware of our immediate environments. So now we are locked down. We are at home with kids, with daddy, with mommy, with granny, and everyone else. That's when we realize a lot of things have been going on in the families, in our lives personally. That's when, like I'm an extrovert. Imagine an extrovert being locked down at home, let alone not being able to go to the park or anywhere, go shopping. Everything came to a standstill. That's when I believe a lot of us started spending a lot of time in our heads. And a lot of issues arose from that. Then, like, bringing up pains came. A lot of people started realizing that, actually, I think I have not been doing anything with my life. Yeah.
And it's actually true. I would like to know, there's a lot of people carrying so much burdens, of which they're not even aware that they're carrying those burdens, because to them it's a norm. It's something that, no man, kunjalo.
Yeah.
Ndiyayazi man le nto iqhela ukwenzeka kufuneka kube njalo. How do you help those people abahlala besazi ba hayi ingxaki igama lam ndingunongxaki vele vele it's made to be like that kunjalo. They're okay with it. Like they're not even aware that hey nangu lo mthwalo osindayo because ihlala injalo oko you know.
Like I said before, that there must be a why. There's always a reason behind everything. And I have a coach, and then this last Tuesday we were having a master class, and then we were talking about vibrations and whatnot. And that's when I learned that actually our lives follows the pattern of our thoughts. And that's when also I learned that pain is unavoidable. You cannot run away from being hurt. But what matters is how you deal with the situation.
With the whole situation,
Yes,
yeah.
that matters. So when I say that our lives follows the pattern of our thoughts, I mean that there comes a point in life where you realize that I can't change this situation. Like our past, we cannot change where we come from, but we can change where we are going and where we are right now. What you must know or learn is to learn how to think positive, think possibilities. Don't dwell on what could have been, but focus on what do you want to be. What do you want to become? I grew up in a farm. I was a mom when I was 14. And for me, what was painful about it is that I thought it's over. I thought I will never ever be sitting in a high school classroom with a lot of children. I thought like that. But then one day, when my parents tell me, "Hore, you are going back to school," that's when I started having positive thoughts again. That's when I started being hopeful again. So I think that we must learn to channel our thoughts into the possibilities that we so dearly desire. Because my parents didn't know that I am saddened by the fact that I'm thinking I will never ever go to school again. But then they were desiring to see me back to school. And their response was an answer to what I have always desired.
Okay.
So we must have a thought process that will always be positive, that will always be like, even if we are going through COVID, I will never die from it. You know, it's just have a positive mindset. Yeah.
Okay, so positivity is everything.
All the way.
You know.
All the way.
Hence, now that you're mentioning this positive thing, I was having a conversation with some friend of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were talking about being positive, you know, and just pushing in life, you
Yeah.
understand, trying to lift each other up. You know, sometimes you just feel down for no reason.
no reason,
Yeah,
yeah.
kungekho mntu okwenze niks, but then you just feel, man, ndithi ndizama ngapha.
Nothing's working.
Okanye uzama ngapha, and then when you think uba izinto ziya ngale ndlela ufuna ngayo, then boom, ngapho buyele emva futhi. Yeah, so we were having this conversation, and she was actually telling me, ngoba mna yazi ndile nhlobo le, I would check on you.
Okay. Oh.
Noba sizichomi from back home, I'll call, WhatsApp, alrighty. Don't even if utata 2 weeks, because I do have some of them. Abaphenduli, they just blue tick you, and then indiva kabuhlungu, because I'm a very emotional person. Indiva kabuhlungu. So she was telling me, uthi kutheni uFoster? Checka umuntu okucheckayo.
Yeah.
We phonela umuntu okufonelayo. Check up on people who checks up on you. Kutheni lento uzenza kanjalo? And she was even stating that uyabona mna from now on uba negative, and if you're toxic, I cut you off. I don't care uyi-family okanye uyintoni, but mna nje ndikukhatha off nje qha mntase. I was like, and is it so easy to do that?
No, it's not.
uthi kum mntase uba ufuna uba right ebomini yenza lento ezakwenza ube right. And then I was trying to process everything. Yabo xa ndihleli ndedwa ndizama uyicinga lento uba okay, and I actually saw inyani.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true because it's very difficult for a person to stay positive when you're surrounded by
negativity.
negative people. Yeah, so I get that one. So Mahu, you mentioned that you're a victim of rape.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of people that's going through that.
Yeah.
And abangayaziyo uba badila njani, how do they deal with this demon? What do you have to say to them?
You know, depending on the age that you were and how it happened and how many times it happened, the healing process is going to depend on that. So there's a lot of people who were raped when they were young. It's so sad because by then they were young and feel like they were robbed of their innocence and all that. So what I can help them to go through about this thing, they must first forgive themselves. You know, the first step to healing is to forgive, because once you forgive, you make peace with the fact that it happened.
And there's nothing
There's
that
nothing
you can do about it.
Do people who raped us feel sorry about it? Some don't. Do they apologize? Some don't. Some even tell people that we are lying. So you're going to have also to forgive this person who has done this thing to you and who still maintains that you are lying. Who maybe some people did not get the justice they were expecting from the event. So the best is to understand that healing is for your own good. Forgiveness is for your own good. So if you want to live a healthy life, because it goes into also affecting our relationships. Yeah. So if you want to lead a healthy life peacefully, so, and the other thing I always say is that healing is not a destination. You don't arrive. You walk a journey every day.
It's a process.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Today you'll be watching a soapy and there comes a topic of rape. Someone has been raped and what. And then the flashbacks comes and then you go back to where you started. You are not okay. It's fine. Tomorrow you are happy. Maybe if someone is talking or sharing their story and you're like, okay, you are happy, you know. So it comes in different waves, in different emotions and all that. What they must do is to stop victimizing themselves by blaming themselves for what happened. It happened and it still hurts. It's okay. They must not dwell there. You know what I decided to do about my own going throughs is not to wake up every day on the same event that happened to me 10 years back. Yeah. So if you fail to forgive now and to move on from what happened to you, you live your life in circles. Every day or every 4 years, you go back to the same where you started. And then you go, and then you go where you started, you know. So you must find a way in you. Find what works for you. Find what makes you comfortable. Find what makes you forget about what happened. Find what makes you see yourself as a worthy person, as a valuable person. Because there's a lot of things that can happen to you that can make you feel like you're worthless. But it all comes from within. Like you said about self-esteem, it all comes from within. You must see that you are valuable. You must see that you are worth every love, every good thing, and everything that God has said. Now, this is Theo. Theo deserves 1, 2, 3. You must see yourself worth healing. You must see yourself worth love. You must, until you see that you are worth more than what happened to you, you will not move away from what happened. So they must understand that it happened, but I'm worth more than that. I was not born to live my life for the 20th of September 1920. I was born to live for more than that.
More than that.
For more than that. Yeah.
I get you. Now, Mahu, we've got a problem. And it's a huge problem. Get justice system yethu, right? Because there are victims out there of rape, and it didn't happen once,
Yeah.
not twice, not thrice, but several times. And now, here is the question. You've been raped more than once.
Yeah.
And then, lo muntu okuraphileyo, nangu uyambona okanye uyabanjwa, it's fine. Ahlale maybe for, let's say, 3 years.
They come back.
Uyabuya. Nangu is roaming around the streets. And then ke ngoku wena funa lujongane naye lo mntu. How do you do that?
It's difficult. I know people who were raped by their own biological fathers or family member. Every time there's a get together, the trauma comes back. And the other thing that happens is that if a traumatic situation has happened to you, you have triggers. Depending on where it happened, depending on how it happened, you will always have things that reminds you of the day. So what one must do is to learn what triggers the events of what happened and try to avoid that. Now that the person who has raped you is on your face every day, you have option of facing them, facing your fears, facing your pain, facing everything that happens to you when you come across that day and the person who did that to you. Because some people cannot run away from them. And running away from a situation like that will always hold you back. So you need to face it as it is. Or this guy stays the same street as me, and I'm not gonna go anywhere and think I'm running away from him, because what his presence makes me feel uncomfortable. So I need to deal with me. I need to be brave enough when I see him next time not to shake, not to remember what happened to him, not to be angry, because some people are deliberately trying to make you always be hurt from what they did to you. Always, they know it becomes sort of harassment, because they know you are scared of them, because they know you are angry at them. They will always show up and steal your peace. They will always show up and make you feel uncomfortable. They will always show up and know that they still have power over you. So if you have a situation where you are not happy about what happened to your perpetrator, take your power back.
Take your power back.
Take your power back.
I like that. I love it.
Take your power back. Be brave and face the situation and sit down with yourself and tell yourself, girl, this happened to you. And you are not going to change the fact that it happened. And you cannot allow yourself not to live your life to the fullest because it happened. This person, if he is here in your face all the time, make sure that you wear braveness and peace, so that when he sees you, you don't shake. And you know what I've realized? Once people see what you are intimidated by or what you are insecure about, they use it against you.
Against you.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was growing up as the only child, like I say, I was raised in the rurals. So I was always the oldest one at school. I was always the only one with kids. So I realized that there will be groups talking about me. Then I learned something to say, you know what, I'm going to wear my scars with braveness. Every time I come across a group, I introduce myself like, hello, my name is Mahukulzo and I am my mom. And it made them stop talking because they were aware that I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care. You're already saying it even
Yeah.
before bakbuza.
I know, yeah, and it's my journey. I have taken accountability for it, and I'm not gonna change the fact that I'm a mom. So I believe it's about time that you take your power by embracing what happened to you. And even if you have to cry, go cry at home. Go cry at home. But when you are in the streets, never ever wear your scars everywhere. Never ever walk around wearing your shame, wearing your pain and all that. Never.
You just have
Never.
to take your power back.
They say
I
don't
like
look-
that. Hey,
Yeah.
girl, or wherever you are,
Take your
balaleli,
power back.
take your power back. Niyazivela lento mahu ifana nandoni ifana nobuhluphekile.
Yeah.
You don't have to ba ubonakale nasestradweni uba
Aram skepsis.
eh utiyo abantu bakuvela shame. Njengabalaleli siyabuya.
You're listening to one of the best internet radio stations around. You're listening to
Look on FM.
Sibuyile ke balaleli. Here are the comments that we have. I'd like to read out. It's a lot, but I'll only read out 2. I have been molested from the age of 13. Most of my mother's boyfriends used to rape me. That led me to growing and sleeping with different old men, thinking is the right thing to do now. After hearing Moho speaking out of her rape makes me also seek healing. Nangu ke nomnye apha uti, can we please keep this anonymous? Uti, when I was 15, I killed my 3 months baby sister because I was jealous of her getting all the attention. Now I'm 25 and deeply remorseful, and I don't know how to ask my mother for forgiveness. How can I approach the matter? Oh my goodness, now that's
deep.
That's deep.
That's deep.
That's very deep.
Yeah.
Another thing, this is now something else at hand. Jealousy.
Yeah.
You know, jealousy is just it's something else. Ungenza into ubungazixelelanga uba uzayenza, but just because of jealous.
And one of the things that causes jealous is not being confident in who you are, not thinking that you are enough, not thinking that you are the correct and the right person to live the life that you are living. Because how do you become jealous of a baby? They don't know anything. They did not even ask for the attention. And the sad part is that when you were at the same age, you also got the same attention. You also got the same love and everything. What if we can work on our self-esteem and always remember that I am enough regardless. I don't have a car, I am enough. I don't have a house, I am enough. I'm not. I remember when I was growing up, one day in a taxi from school, this lady was like, I'm the only beautiful girl in this taxi. And for some reason, I've always been confident, and I always stood up for everyone because I was aware that there are a lot of people who were bullies, even if we were not aware. If she is saying that she is the only beautiful girl in a taxi full of learners, what's going to happen with the self-esteem of others?
Of others, yes.
And then I remember that day I stood up to say, you must take your comparisons and go and compare yourself with your siblings, because we cannot be the same. We are not the same. We don't look the same, but we are all beautiful.
Yeah. In our own way. Yes.
You know? So
yes.
people who don't feel like they are enough, they will always try to find faults in others.
People.
Yeah.
It's true. That's so true. Okay, so now this second comment triggered me a lot.
Okay.
Mahu, you've got 2 kids, right?
Yes.
Your first and your second born. do you know what we are struggling as a black society, especially when it comes to giving love to our kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because now that you have this 3 months old baby, you think, Mina, I don't need your attention anymore. I don't need love anymore because sengikhulile mina ngoku I'm 10 years old okanye ndina 11 and then when it's not right.
It's not, because every child will always be a child to their parents.
Exactly.
Will always. You know, when I'm tired sometimes, I'll shout on my boys to say, stop doing it. And later on think like, you know what? They don't see anything wrong with being my babies at this age. Like, they are both taller than me, but sometimes the second born will come running and jump over me like, Mpepe, and I'll be like, man, you're a man. What's wrong with you? But then that's how the relationship between a parent and a child does not grow old. I will always be a baby to my mom and my dad. So as parents, I believe that we need to understand that we must always love our children. Even if we don't have the strength to do so, they must not know that today I don't feel like I love you. But every day we must. This is why I came up with single moms with purpose. Because I wanted us to understand how raising a kid comes with different challenges, but you must not run out of love for your babies. You must not run out of love regardless of what their father is doing or where he is. So you must always fill your cup with love. Imagine if you're a single mom and now you are at work. When you come home, you are tired, you are exhausted, there's dishes, there's pots waiting for you, and there's the kids. You must make sure that when you enter your gates, you are energetic for this role that you are now going to play. You are happy because they are missing you. They will come and throw themselves at you and all that, and you must be happy to see them.
I'm mentioning this because I've witnessed a lot in our black society that abazali bethu things that like kuthengela iPhone, wakuthengela i-Air Force, wakuthengela nje uyabona into ezidurayo kanye akunika imali akuxelela uba no, go do shopping and whatsoever. They think it's enough.
And it's not.
And it's not enough.
It's not.
Thina sifuna uthando. We are hungry for love. That's why young parents out there fail to give love ebantwaneni babo. It's because nabo khange balifumane ola thando. So that's why it's even very easy for them uba bandinomntana mna. And my friend called me, or my colleague Nicole calls me, tells me that, Theo, I've got plans. Let's go to Sandton this Saturday. I won't even hesitate. No, you understand? Kum, dibone njani? Right londo. Ngoba indlela le nam endikhuliswe ngayo. We understand. Khange ndilufumane ola thando. Buying me a laptop is not enough.
It's not enough.
Unithengele iPhone is not enough. Unithengela i-Gucci bag or whatsoever, it's not enough. Sifuna uthando. Yazi Mahu, abazali bethu abasazi. They don't know us. Our parents abasazi. It's like nje akubuze, hayibo ibinjani imini yakho. It's even difficult to do that. And they don't know that it's important.
Very important.
It's important. Kubo nje wena xa uhleka ubambe iphone, hayi uright lo ndimbonile. Uyahleka ucofa le phone yakhe. It's not enough. Mazi umntanakho.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's very important.
Because I was asking a friend of mine, but she's late. Dithi kuye umntanakho xa inoza kuwe ngoku. Akuxelele athi umntanakho una 16 years. Athi kuwe mama, I think I'm ready to have sex. What would your response be? Uzomphendula uthini? yurha soze apha kum ntontontonto ndiyambuza ndithi ngoba
Why?
kutheni funeka ungcole uthi hayi thina besingazithetha ezo zinto thina ebazalini bethu ndithi because ayi bingekho la relationship so abazali bethu like nje they andazi man they need to try and just do izinto differently.
I think we are meant to break that. Because for some reason, even our romantic relationships of our parents, the romantic relationships of our parents, they were not really formed out of love. That is why it's very difficult. I posed a question during Father's Day and Mother's Day to say, when last did your father tells you that he loves you? And during the mothers, and also when last did your mother
tell you that?
You know, a lot of people said our parents were not raised out of love, so they don't know how to say it, but they live it. We know by their actions that this is love, but they will not come and tell you. So I believe that now that we know better, now that we know what we lacked from our parents, what we need, we must make sure that our children don't suffer the same. Yeah, we must make sure that the coming generation does not recover from what we failed to fix.
Yeah. So Mahu, I want you to tell us more about the project that you're about to start, or has it started already? The single moms with purpose. Is it gonna be like some kind of a center? Are you going to help financially, or is it only emotional help that you'll be getting there, or what's happening?
The vision that I have about single moms with purpose is to have a safe place for single parents, now that men want to be part of it, for single parents to be themselves, to be vulnerable, to support each other. And I want to see us next time when we grow to have, yesterday I tried to have a live conversation with a single mom, and then it failed, but God is good. We will come back to it and do better. But what I want us to do is to understand the world where single parents live in. And should there be a financial need, I believe as we grow, we will have sponsors who will be able to say, this coming December, we are giving grocery or Christmas clothes to families where a single parent is the one taking care of the children. Now it's January, school time, uniform. I believe that one day we'll be able to donate such for single moms. Remembering that other single moms are teenagers. And most teenagers are all by themselves and the parents. Because a lot. Did you see the statistics of pregnant?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to go there.
So you can imagine who I don't think all of those little girls were impregnated by the little boys. You know. So already we have a single mom. Already we have a woman who is not working, who is not educated, who is. So we will be able to also help them with self-esteem, with understanding to self, emotional support, financial support if needed, to psychological support, any kind of a support that will be needed. As the NGO grows, we will have a lot of different departments.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. So Mahu, when one wants your service or needs your service, should I say, utholakala kuphi?
I'm available on Facebook and Instagram as Makgokolotso, Madam Speaker Khapetsi, and I'm also available on WhatsApp. Can I?
Yeah, you can.
It's
You can leave it to
083 416 5732.
Okay.
And there's also, I also have a YouTube channel. They can check me out there. Some of the interviews I've done so far.
So far.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Mahu, ixesha lichachwe yinja. I hate it when it comes to this, whereby we just have to say goodbye to our listeners and whatsoever, cause this conversation, we need more conversations like this, you
yeah.
know, because people out there are hurt, as I said in the beginning. But ke ngoku, it's time for us to just wrap up everything. But before doing that, I would like to thank you
Okay,
for
thank
your time, you know. It's an honor. It's an honor having you here with me. And I would also like you to just give some words to our listeners. Ubaxelele nje kancinci, uba babe strong ngobomi noba kunzima. We understand ngoba nyana akho lula ngoku kunzima.
Okay, thank you very much, Theo, for this opportunity. It's also an honor for me to be here. And I just want to say, you know, for the past few weeks, I've been having a word in my spirit to say, hold on. So what I can say to everyone, like, we always think because Theo is beautiful, she looks like she has it figured out, she's okay. But we are not paying attention to the things that Theo does not communicate to us. So what I can say is that let's spread more love everywhere. If you have your own issues going on, it's okay. Keep them to yourself, but remember that someone else that may be standing next to you at the robots, sitting next to you in a taxi, may be going through the same situation. Just be kind, just be gentle. And also, if you are going through your own issues, don't let go yet. Don't give up yet. You know, there's more to life than staying or dwelling in our sorrows.
Okay.
Let's have that positive thinking to say, right now I'm not okay, but I know tomorrow will be better.
Will be better.
Yes.
Thank you, Mahu, my beautiful listeners. And it's a wrap from us. You know what to do, right? Don't forget to tune into the YouTube channel and when Anje like her, comment, and don't forget to hit on the notification button for next time uhlale updated ukuba kwenzeka ntoni. And don't also forget to subscribe ani man bandase uba nifuna more and more yale real deal don. You just have to subscribe. And this was it from us to you guys. We love you. Log on FM.